You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I am Alex.
My name is Asa.
And I am Jim.
And we are your astute win counselors that get you through any kind of daily grind or weekly issues that you might be facing. And we're here just for you. God, Jim, that rotted out pear you gave me did not taste so good. What kind of pear was that?
It was a special pear with 2 seeds.
Oh.
It was called a scrow pear.
A scrow pear. Looks like some Southeast Asian pear or something. I've never had one of those. Not the best tasting, but let's get right to it then. Joy from Bloomington, Indiana writes, Dear Win, my little brother is catfishing cute girls on the internet. What should I do to get him to stop? Asa, and catfishing, you know what that is, right?
I know what it is as related to catfish.
Okay. Well, I think she's...
So if you're doing this online, I would say stop. That doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound like a way to pick up ladies or...
Shoving catfish through the internet?
Well, isn't it...
Do you mean like where you reach into the mud with your hand and
like
just grab a catfish and yank it out?
Yeah, like they bite on your arm and then you pull it. Yeah,
that's called noodling.
Oh,
so this is different from catfishing on the internet.
Yeah, no, I think that's different. In actual fact, she might be referring to something completely different.
Yeah, I don't know what that is then.
So, yeah, I don't think she's thinking about dumping catfish through a webcam or someone onto some cute girl's lap.
I would say do that over whatever it is you're doing now.
What do you think, Jimbo?
Well, I think she should pose as a cute girl and lure her brother into catfishing her. Then she should trick her brother into sleeping with her and then rip off a mask right in the middle of the act so that he can realize what he's done and what his irresponsible actions hath wrought.
So what do you...
That's awful.
Wow, that's something else. What are you referring
I'm saying
to?
he needs to be taught a lesson.
Well, it sounds like to me you have a different definition of catfishing than what Asa was saying. What do you mean by that, luring on the internet?
Well, isn't catfishing when you pretend to be somebody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think Joy was talking about. Well, I figured I'd let Asa go wherever he was going to go with that.
Yeah, no, I was letting Asa go, but...
Yeah, you pretend to be a catfish wrangler.
Yeah. I think, honestly, Joy, I think Jim's onto something here. You should probably go downstairs to your brother because he's probably playing Xbox or PlayStation when he's simultaneously catfishing these girls on the internet and actually noodle his mouth and maybe noodle his rear end, and then that would scare him out of catfishing. That might, that
doesn't sound appropriate.
Well, yeah, but he'll probably bite, right? And that would hurt her. But on the same token, it would teach him to not get something, like that in his mouth, and therefore not do that to some innocent little girl on the internet.
I'd say just leave your brother alone.
Oh. Okay. Well, those are some options, Joy, and you can even go to the traditional way and just beat your brother over the head with some real catfish. Anthony from Brooklyn, New York writes, Dear Win, who was better, Tupac or Biggie? What do you think, Jimbo?
Oh, this is not even a debate in my mind. Biggie.
Oh, man.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Why is that?
I'm not going to claim to have listened to their full catalogs or anything, but just Biggie could actually rhyme.
Oh,
Half
man.
of Tupac stuff is just kind of him talking to a beat.
What do you think, Jim? I mean, Ace, what do you think about that?
Well, Tupac, clearly, because he's still alive.
That's true.
He's in Cuba.
He's in Cuba.
Still making music.
With Fidel Castro, actually.
His DJ passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, I heard about that, but Elvis is fitting in for him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Elvis is DJing for Tupac now, and
I think that's
Castro.
just a rumor. I mean, Tupac's definitely alive, but the
definitely.
Elvis thing is a rumor.
Without a doubt, Tupac's alive. I would have to say Tupac, hands down, and here's why. Anybody that has a thug mansion in the sky, like a heaven made for thugs, that are just iced out in paradise, with like diamonds and platinum and stuff in the sky, who doesn't want to go there when they die? So Tupac's just a genius. Well,
except Heavenly Biggie is like robbing that place. So that's why he wins.
Yeah, he might be. And he's big enough to probably eat the place, too. Oh. All right. Well, anyway, let's go to...
Low blow.
Jose from San Jose, Costa Rica, that is. Dear Win, I heard you guys talk about Rocky Mountain Oysters in previous show. What really is a Rocky Mountain Oyster? Well, Jose, a Rocky Mountain Oyster... is an oyster, a pristine oyster that grows inside this little tiny lake that's protected. And that lake is protected by something very tough and sometimes even leathery. And that little protected lake that's protected by that tough, leathery kind of like confounds of that oyster is also sometimes hairy in order to keep people from getting to the leather and to pull that oyster out of its shell. Asa.
Yeah, they're nuts.
What kind of nuts are you talking about? Like, you talking about pecans, Brazilian nuts, cashews?
Nope.
No?
Not that kind of nuts.
Oh, well, I'm clueless. Why don't you fill Jose in?
I don't know. I'll leave that to Jim.
Jimbo, what are they?
Well, I just want to say, first of all, that I think it is awesome that Jose decided to take the time to send this question into a radio show as opposed to just Googling it and, getting his answer immediately. Now he's waiting possibly a week or more to find out exactly that a Rocky Mountain oyster is a fried up bull testicle. Well, actually, I don't even know if they're fried, but they're just bull testicles. Yeah.
Jose?
That kind of nuts.
Bull nuts, yeah.
Yeah, I think Asa and I might have been deceiving you, hence good, bad, ugly, but Asa and I have to bow over to Jim for being truthful and giving you the good. That's exactly what
we were beating around the bush.
We were beating around the bush.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
What do you call nuts on the chest?
Chestnuts?
What do you call nuts on the wall?
Walnuts?
What do you call nuts in a bull's scrotum? Rocky Mountain Oysters, brah!
Yeah! Clearly, and here's one more piece of advice, guys, to get you through the rest of the week, known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hey there, Sagittarius. You know what? You're going to be a Sagittarius unless you go out there and visit the World Improv Network Facebook page, like us, follow us on Twitter at World Improv Net. Check us out on iTunes, the World Improv Network. Leave a review, leave some stars. And also check us out on the World Improv Network YouTube channel. Follow us there, subscribe, check out all our new podcasts, and you know what? You won't be happy. You'll be a much happier Sagittarian. Also, rest in peace, Harris Whittles.
Thanks for listening to Win on KZKO. Don't forget to interact with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the Win KZKO blog. See you next week.
You are listening to Win on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time, only on KZKO